top two female. What's the first thing you're gonna do if you win?
Buy my mom a car.
Anyway, this is the day everybody has been waiting for. We must say it has been a nice one. Guys, we have come to the finale of the Big Brother season 10. And guess what? Yes, we all know, we're all excited because Imisi won the show. Definitely, I wouldn't say we were surprised because definitely we all expected her to win. Only that, if she had definitely not won, like we would at least now be yelling, we would be putting out our complaints. But even when we cannot stop complaints from coming, it is what it is. Emisi won the show, and we're all super excited. Anyway, putting that aside, guys, let's dig deep down into the finale. Let's get to spill the tea about everything that happened. Without wasting time, guys, I am Nina, I am the queen of the tea, and this is where we get to spill literally everything that happened or everything in the Big Brother's house. Please, for those who haven't turned on the notification button, please do. And for those who haven't subscribed, please run faster. Subscribe, do the like, and comment. Let's share the opinions. Anyway, guys, let's spill the tea about the finale. Do I like the production and everything? Yes, I'm going to say everything was super cool. The stage one was nice. Everything was cool. Let's get to the evictions. Definitely, there were 9 housemates in that Big Brother house that were in for the finale. So we definitely needed to Ebuka needed to evict them sharp so that we could get to the winner. Anyway, guys, the first people that were evicted was, of course, the only dude that bought the immunity, K-Bobo. So K-Bobo and Isabella, definitely our queen, was also out. Those two were the first housemates to be evicted. So when K-Bobo got to the stage, guys, they asked K-Bobo like, yo, look, Timer Lawson is seated there. Are you eager to see, or do you really want to talk? Like, what is it with Timer Lawson? And K-Bobo said he really can't wait to talk to K-Bobo. Did K-Bobo forget about Ivata? Anyway, we do not know because also Ivata was definitely there. We do not know what will transpire between K-Bobo, Timer Lawson, and Ivata. We really do not know, but then we definitely have to wait and see what really happens. Because when they asked Timer Lawson, she also said it is, like the feelings are, both sides. So should we ship these people together or something? Just like Ebuka said, we should ship them and they should not break our hearts. We really pray it doesn't happen. But then, when they come outside of that house, things turn around, things change. So we do not know what exactly will be happening. So when Isabella came out of the house, and Ebuka asked Isabella definitely like, yo, when Ebuka had gone for the dinner, Isabella was all on Ebuka asking about the name of their ship. That was so funny because Ebuka, he did not have to mention it on set. That was something, Isabella asked, and, she really wanted to know the answer when she was inside. If you had not, asking the question on stage was really unnecessary. I did not find it necessary. But then, of course, the audience had to give, Isabella the name. And, Ebuka went ahead to ask Isabella, like, yo, look, is it K-Bobo? No, sorry, that Isabella is outside of the house. Is it Coin? Okay, Kumi. And I'm like, yo, Ebuka, why are you asking all this? Because as I said, when they come out of that house, things tend to change. And then Isabella talked about, she will know when she comes out. And Ebuka is still insisting like you're already outside. Who is who? And guess what? Isabella told Ebuka, please don't put me on spot. Like, don't put me on spot. Isabella, is Isabella looking forward to going back to Kaikumi or, is staying with Coin, or definitely she's going to scrap everybody off? Because just as I said, when they come out of the house, things tend to change. Definitely. Remember, in the house, they have literally a limited, they have limited options. Maybe, coming outside the house, you have a lot of options. And you being in that house has given them, literally being in that house gives them popularity. It gives them the fame. It helps them, get to meet very many people. So, literally, just as I said, coming out of the house changes literally most of the things. It is not like being in the house where inside the house you have literally a limited number of options. So definitely in my opinion, I'm not gonna lie, I know people come for me, but then I really feel like Isabella or I don't see Isabella having something with coin outside the house. I also do not see Isabella having anything with Kaikumi outside the house. I'm not gonna lie, I don't see anything of that. But it is what it is. Because talking about that, let's also not forget from the very get-go, Isabella was talking about she's inside to give us a show, and she's there to give us a show. So let's not forget whatever strategy it was, because for Isabella, I really feel like being in a shape or giving shape content was literally her strategy. And her being outside the house, I really feel like she's not gonna do she's not gonna have coin or Kaikumi, I really feel like she's looking for something, I don't want to say bigger because they could also be bigger and whatever, but then I really feel like whatever she's chasing is not for this. Anyway, guys, those two people, Isabella and, Kaibabu were the first housemates to be evicted. And boo, we go back to the house, definitely. So going back to the house, the first housemate to be, evicted was Minson. Guys, Minson was literally very shocked. When you look at him, he was not excited. Yes, he was one of the people in the finale. Maybe Minson expected himself to be among the top 5 or literally to be the winner. Because, when they evicted him, even when he was hugging people around, there was something with his face. If you looked at his face, like that facial expression, he wasn't having it. He was a little bit disappointed. Even when he was hugging the people he hugged, he literally hugged a few of them and he literally left the house. He was maybe disappointed. It was a lot. And when Vincent got to the stage, he was literally asking about, his mother, like, is mama around? I'm like, yo, big man. Also, getting to that, I really feel like Vincent is mama's boy. And I'm like, yo, I literally feel like even, before doing anything with Vincent, he'll first go and ask his mother. It is, it is literally very weird and funny, but it is what it is. Some people have, stories or have things they've gone through and their mothers have helped them out. At some point, we really want to understand where they're coming from, which is okay. But at some point, it's literally too much. But then being Ebuka, it showed Minson where his mother was. And Minson ran to his mother, hugging, that time, because, every time Minson was in that house, was talking about his mother. Every time, most of the times, literally, I definitely think 2 days or, even one day wouldn't go without Minson talking about, his mother. And I was excited to know that, or to see that Minson's mother was there, because it was one of the things like Minson was literally scared about, because he was literally not sure if the mother was going to come, for the fact that they do not stay in Lagos. So he was literally not so sure that I definitely think that is why he even asked if the mother was there. But then thanks be to God, Minson's mother was able to come and he was there. And that was the happy moment for Minson on that stage. Anyway, guys, speaking about the next housemate who was evicted, the next housemate to be evicted in the second round was Jason J. Was I shocked? Definitely, I was a little bit shocked because I did not expect Jason J to be evicted before Kola. I'm not gonna lie, honestly speaking, I did not expect Jason J to be evicted before Kola. I'm not saying Kola is not fit to be among the top, top how many, but like top 5, but I'm just saying I was a little bit shocked because I did not see it coming. Anyway, guys, so Jason J was out and it was a time of truth, definitely. Let's not forget, Jason talked about having a girlfriend outside the house. So when Jason got to the stage, Ebuka asked Jason, now that you're out, what do you have to say about your girlfriend? And guess what? Jason J clearly said, yo, baby, I'm back. And I'm like, yo. And it was Ebuka's first expression, guys. It was giving, yo. It was giving, look at this woman. It was giving, what are you going to tell this lady? But then guys, Jason J said, baby, I'm back. And I'm like, what does this, how will this statement literally sound to Sultana? And I'm like, oh, so we should literally forget about all that happened in the house with Sultana and now focus on the baby outside the house. Men will leave you in the desert without water. Anyway, It is what it is. Definitely, I'm waiting for a triangle or call it a drama between Sultana, the outside girlfriend, and Jason J. I definitely know that drama will also be there. So we look forward to that drama. Anyway, putting whatever happened with Jason aside or Jason's journey aside, let's talk about the next phase. So the next phase, it was time, and as we said, we were left with the top five. So the top five, it was Kola, Sultana, Dede, Coin, and Imisi. Was I expecting these people to be among the top five? Definitely, I'm gonna say some of them, but not all of them. I wasn't expecting Kola at the same time. I wasn't expecting Sultana to be among the top five. I'm not gonna lie. I really feel like after the incidents of, Faith situation with Sultana, it got Sultana pity votes. It got people voting her because they felt pity, that sympathy and something. I really feel like that is the reason she's among the top five people. Anyway, guys, when Ebuka came back for the next eviction, Ebuka evicted Kola. And when Kola got to the stage, he said he's a winner. He's excited because he did not expect to be among the top 10. Neither did he expect to be among the top 5. Yeah, yes, guys. Me personally, I did not expect Kola to be among the top 5. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe the top 10, I know. I was like, he may be, because literally there was a time, Imisi had the immunity, and maybe most of the people who were voting Imisi had to transfer their votes to Kola. Maybe top 10, I would say yes. But then top 5, no. Anyway, guys, it is what it is. Let's talk about Kola. When Kola got to the stage and he mentioned something like, he's a winner because he didn't to expect to be among the top 5. And I was like, but then he continued to say, even when he is evicted, he prays or he really wants the person he's rooting for to win. At this point, I was like, okay, was it Diddy? Is it ABC? But then I am having said in his diary session that then he wanted Imisi to win. At some point, I really expected he would mention Imisi. But then, sometimes men can be men can change anytime. So Ibuka went ahead to ask him, which person are you rooting for? He definitely mentioned Imisi. Was I surprised? I would say definitely no. Because unless Imisi has been there for this dude, everything in that house, cooking, feeding him, doing most of the things, like comforting him in his situation when he's vulnerable, crying, doing whatever he's doing. Imisi was there. Even when that time of the punishment, we did not see Dede go there to comfort. It was Imisi. Anyway, so Kola rooting for Imisi was not a big, surprise. I would say it was literally not a surprise to me that he chose sisterhood over love. That was something, something really, really good. That was literally something really, really nice. And it was a nice move. I would say it was a nice move for Kola. It literally showed like, I still support a sister. I still support somebody who has been there for me. Anyway, guys, mentioning all that, the second person to be evicted was Sultana. Just as I said, guys, I did not expect Sultana to be among the top 5. I would say yes. I was surprised by Sultana being among the top 5. But I didn't expect her to be, to be among the top 4 or top 3. So her journey came to an end at that point. And guys, when she got to the stage, Ebuka asked her about Jason J. And, she said, she'll say that when she's outside the house. And, Ebuka went ahead to say, we are already outside the house. What is it? And girl denied, be like, Ebuka, at this point, she does not know what is there. But then, she'll get to know when she's outside. I'm like, okay. But girl, I sense drama. I sense drama between Jason J, Sultana, and the girlfriend outside the house. Cause tell me why Jason J said, baby, I'm back. That means we should forget about what happened in the house and focus on, the girlfriend outside the house. Anyway, that is Jason J's part. We shall really wait and see. I really can't wait for the reunion because I already sense drama for this season 10. Anyway, guys, that was for Sultana, and we really, really wish her the best because, she was one in a kind. She was able to grab the sympathy votes after, Faith dragging her down, pushing her, and the next thing she's in the ground. That helped her to some point, and it got her among the top 5. I'm not going to lie. I didn't expect, Sultana to be stronger than, Jason J, I did not expect that. I'm not gonna lie. At the same time, I did not expect Sultana to be stronger than Isabella, also stronger than who? Manson. I didn't expect that. But then I really feel like the sympathy part and, Faith's situation really, really got her in the top 5, which was good for her. I'm not gonna lie. That was so good for her. Anyway, guys, that left us with the top 4. Imisi, Dede, Coin, yeah, actually, top 3, not even top 4, because Sultana was the 4th person. It left us with the top 5. No, sorry, top 3. And coming to the top 3, Ibuka came in to ask, like, yo, Coin, you're the only gentleman on the, I would say, last man standing. What do you think? And Coin said, among the ladies, and Coin said, Ibuka, I've always been a woman's guy. I'm a woman's guy. I'm like, dude, was that really necessary? Definitely, I would say no. But then, maybe it is the truth, because ever since Coin has been at that house, he has been talking about, how many divorced women, how many divorced women want me. My ex drives Cybertruck, or this, or this. Maybe he, all along, he's a woman's man. Maybe that is not something we should be surprised about. But then anyway, to his disappointment, he was the next housemate to be evicted from the Big Brother house. Coin, so full of himself. He feels like he's the hottest cake, just as he has been mentioning it in the house. So when Coin was evicted, Dude did not say goodbye. Even when Dede tried to pull, reach out for a hug, Dude, Mandem did not do anything. Mandem literally ran to that door. And just like that, he left the house. Was I literally surprised with his action or whatever he did? I would definitely say no. If you had to observe, I'd observed during these arena games, whenever a Coin did not win or whenever his group did not win, there was a change in his mood. There was always a change in Coin's mood whenever he wouldn't win. So I would say I was not surprised with his action. I would say I was not I was not surprised when he did whatever he did. I was literally not surprised. Anyway, guys, speaking about that, let me take you a little bit to when Kola was evicted. Who saw Emisi's facial, expression? And, like, she really felt bad. She folded her face. And, Sultana said, Emisi, we cannot do that. We're on a national TV. Like, oh, are you going to stay with Kola? I was like, yo. And then I was literally comforting Emisi. But then Sultana was giving it to her back to back. Like, we shouldn't do that. We're on national TV. Are you going to stay with Kola? Like, I'm like, okay. Anyway, guys, evicting Sultana and Coin left us with a top 2. But then before going for the top 2, let's talk about Coin's period or time on the stage. When Coin reached the stage, definitely he saw the mother and he ran to the mother. And that was, that was the happy moment of him. Coming back, Ibuka asked Coin about Isabella. And, Coin said, it is life. It is life. I'm like, yo, I understand, man, you're so full of yourself. But why would he say it is life? It did not make sense to me. Anyway, it is what it is. It is life. He lived in the Big Brother house and now he's outside. So just as I said, I did not see anything between Isabella and Coin outside the house, because outside the house, I did not see anything. Maybe they should surprise me with a relationship, but to me, I do not see anything between Isabella and Coin outside the house. Anyway, guys, we are left with the top 2. And the top 2, definitely, before announcing, we literally had to, put off the lights. Literally closing the Big Brother channel, and we did. And we had to go to, to a stage to mention the winner. First of all, before mentioning the winner, I'm going to say, guys, I really want, the organizer to really, really sit down and be like, okay, at least also the first runners up should get something. Because, this person has also put in a lot of effort. This person has also given us content. It is always a tight competition between the winner and the first runners up. I really feel like maybe if they can give also a first runners up something, that would literally not be bad. But anyway, Big Brother's house, Big Brother's rules, and he's the organizer. Definitely, we don't change anything. But if they could at least try to do something for the first runners up, because anyway, guys, so the winner of the season was announced, and it was Imisi. Imisi won the season. Was I surprised? I would definitely say no, because most of the people, according to the way the outside situation was looking at the excitement. The internet was all Imisi, everywhere all Imisi, the streets Imisi, markets Imisi. Definitely, we expected Imisi to win because, guys, just imagine if Imisi had not, like won. We would be in a battle. We would be in, battles everywhere, definitely. But then, thanks be to God, I really feel like it was a genuine win. Even when some people are gonna say, oh, there was cheating.